So let me quickly show you how we are going to do the daily compass for autism activity. So these are the materials which we are going to use. We have a file, right? In the file, we have folders like this. Every team of volunteer is going to get 15 folders, 5 folders, and you can see that there is space for storage as well, right? So you can store additional photos or additional ID cards. We have scissors, we have double-side tape, okay, the red colored one. We have velcros of two types. One is the soft part of the velcro, the other is the rough part of the velcro. These are the ID cards I was referring to. This is how the ID cards look. Then we have printouts. We will have 15 printouts, 5 printouts per team, and both sides are going to be printed. These look black and white, but when we give it, it's going to be colored completely. Then we have an ivory paper, sketch pens, and we'll also have an OHP marker, right? So there are two volunteers who are going to make a team. Let's first look at what each volunteer has to do. Please keep the ivory paper, the crayons, and the OHP markers aside. First, volunteers have to start with cutting these images out from the paper. So use a scissor, just go over the marking and keep cutting them. As you keep cutting them, what's going to happen is that you will have the papers to be cut in this size over here like this, right? So you'll see both sides have one image. Now I'll take this and I'm going to put it inside an ID card, which is over here like this. So it opens over here. You can put it in this manner. It fits perfectly like this, right? Now, once you have done this, what we need to do is, this step is very important. We have to put Velcro on both sides over here and over here. This Velcro, which we are putting on the ID card, has to be the rough one, which means I will have to search which of these Velcros is actually rough. And the one which has the rough end, we're going to use that and we're going to put it over here on top. How much do you have to cut? Take approximately 1.5 or half of your index finger, take that much, and you will cut it over here like this, right? Same length, you will take one more piece and you will cut the hard one like this, right? Now, how do we stick this Velcro on this ID card? It's very simple. We'll use a double-side tape. Please make sure that you're sticking the Velcro on the top, and it should be in such a way that the people later can remove this image and also use another image in place of it, right? So we don't have to seal this ID card. So we're going to put it on top over here, and we're going to put it on top over here. Now, how do you use the double-side tape? Let me show you. This is the red color double-side tape. When you remove the tape, one part is going to be sticky. So I'm going to take approximately the same length of the double-side tape as well, which is half of the index finger, right? And I'm going to cut it. Once I take this double-side tape, paste it at the top over here like this, right? Now I need to stick the Velcro on top of this. So if you see carefully, this double-side tape will have a red color cover. That cover we have to remove. So you see that there is a sticky part which is really exposed, and I am removing this red cover. Once you remove that red cover, we can place our Velcro on top of it and make sure that it sticks properly. The same thing has to be done on the other side as well, where you're going to put the double-side tape again. You're going to cut this double-side tape again in half, put it on this side so that the hard Velcro is on both sides. So it can be used to stick like this, or it can be used to stick like this, right? That's how one ID card gets made. We have to cut all these images and put it in the ID cards provided. Once this is done, one volunteer can be responsible for this. Then we have to take our files and folders, and we have to take our folder. You will see that there are already holes which are punched in it, and this is how the file opens. We have to just place our folder onto the file like this. Okay, so 15 folders, 15 folders like this will be provided. What we have to do is, another volunteer can be responsible for pasting the Velcro, the soft Velcro, which is this, the soft part of the Velcro, onto the file, again by using the same double-side tape. And this time, we have to take the length of this file and put 3 strips. So one strip is over here, one strip will be in the middle, and another strip will be at the end. So let me show you how the middle strip has to be done. I've already put the first strip. So I'll see the length, and then I will cut till this part. Once I've done that, I know this is the length of the Velcro which is going to be used in the middle. Now I'm again going to use my double-side tape, which should be here, and I am going to stick it approximately the same length which we need. So I'm going to start about this. Once I have approximately the length which I want, I can cut it. This goes to approximately 15 centimeters from top to bottom. And now the soft part has to be stuck on top of it. So what are we going to do? We are going to remove the red cover which it has. So you see, I'm removing the red cover and exposing the sticky part. This is how it will be removed. And I'm going to paste this like this. Right? So I've pasted my soft, so very easy to remove it. I can also close it first and see it is very, very tight, and there will be no issues when you're using it. So please be very careful that you press both ends, this part as well as the soft part, so that there is no problems when you are using it or when the children are using it, right? So you see, this is how it will work. You can place it on anyone. Make sure that the hard part is over here and the soft part is over here. Another thing very important is that you can use the front part of the file as well. So in this front part also, please paste the soft end part of the Velcro. While you're placing it on the front, it is advisable that you place it laterally in 2 or 3 lines. The reason for that is that if a student wants to say, communicate about not feeling good or feeling noisy or too noisy, what they can do is they can cut this end. It will be in a card and they can say, I feel noisy, I feel too noisy, or I feel thirsty. Correct? So this top part of the file becomes something which can be displayed to their guardians as to what they are feeling right now or if they want something. Right? So once you are done with everything, you put all the folders inside this. You will have all the extra individual ID cards to be placed inside this cover over here. Right? If they are not using it, you can place it inside. And then if the first covers are done, you can remove the other ones and use this as well. So this becomes PECS, which is Picture Enabled Communication System for the autistic children. Thank you so much. Take care. Finally, if let's say the volunteers feel that they also want to create something which can be useful for the autistic students, some part of communication system, then you can use the ivory paper, the crayon and the marker to create something of your own. This could include stuff like food which they would want, or you could have some other actions which we may have missed in our photos. So please feel free to make those photos over here on your own and then color them, and you can put those as well. Right? Most of the photos we've tried to cover, but please make sure that the size is such that it should fit into the ID cards. Right? Only then it will be used. So you can take the size of the ID cards and make photos accordingly, and then you will be able to cut them and add it to our entire list. Thank you so much.